Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Space Quest 6. Now, I'm not sure whether or not this is going to be the finale, but I'm definitely going to be finishing this all up in one more recording. So there we go. By the way, pro tip, saving and then loading here can be a hassle, I found out. If you try to load into this particular area, or I guess maybe anywhere inside here, I don't know, it just shuts down the game. So I had to actually load into an earlier save, and I was really afraid I'd have to play back up to this point again. But then from that save, I loaded into this later one, and it worked. So there you go. There's a little tip for you there. Anyway, we have found out that Sharpay's big dastardly plan is to be young again. That's pretty much it. For some reason, she was going to use Roger Wilco's body, which I don't know why. The only explanation was that we didn't think anybody would miss you. Okay. I don't know why she wanted to be in a dude anyway, but instead, Santiago, Stellar, I was going to call her Carmen Santiago. No, Stellar Santiago, was the one calling everything, and now she's going to be the one controlled. So we're now inside Miss Santiago because we have to find Sharpay, who's also in here trying to control the body. So let us figure out what we're going to do. So let's exit out of here. And let's just get out of here.
It's pretty sticky out there. Maybe you should wear your EVA suit.
I want to see what happens if you go out there without your EVA suit, but it won't let you. Could somebody survive in somebody else's human body like this? Would there be oxygen? I don't know. Anyway. Let's put this bad boy on again. Jeez, our fish is just terrible. Why haven't we gotten rid of that thing yet? Ugh, gross.
You don't have to wear your helmet out there.
Well, come on. Alright. So, I'll just take it with me. Might as well. Okay, so let's take a look around.
You're treading on the fundus, a broad expanse of tissue covering the outside of the stomach.
The fundus.
For some reason, doing so gives you the feeling of being a one-man army.
See, when I said I wanted to be guts deep...
After all, an army does travel on its stomach.
Jeez, when I said I wanted to be guts deep inside Carmen, Never mind.
Oh, that looks real nice.
What?
It's alveoli, but it reminds you of spaghetti.
What's...
Red light. This is not good. Apparently some or all of the intermix element in Fuel Tank 3 was disgorged during your heinous Venus joyride.
Okay.
That's not all that was disgorged, but we'll skip the details.
And what's this here?
Wow, that's some interesting looking stuff you've got collected in the engine intake. Looks like a small collection of blood capillaries.
I hope we didn't do too much damage. I mean, we were tiny. So yeah, we have capillaries now. That's kind of gross. Alright. And let's get some alveoli as well. Now what's going on here?
You recognize that festering, infected crevice. As if Stellar didn't already have enough to worry about, she's got an ulcer. And it's not just an ulcer, it's puckered. It's a peptic ulcer.
Oh no! Let's climb on in. Let's climb on down. Oh, these are some of the nanites that
A cluster of stomach acid shy nanites is lurking near the entrance to the duodenum. They know all the cool places to hang out.
Yeah, the duodenum's an awesome place to be. Why is there a feather in your stomach? Do you eat at KFC? Oh well, let's just go on over here. Oh! Ow, 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 ow. Ouchies. Burps up the
My
eyeballs.
goodness, those little guys are efficient. However, based on how they left your boots behind, you might consider some odor eaters.
Okay, so let's not get near them. Let's grab this feather. The staple. Wait, how did the staple get in there? Probably should have looked at it first to see.
It's one of those ticklish pin feather things. It's a piece of staple. You've got to wonder what was on the menu for Stellar's last meal.
No kidding. I hope she wasn't trying to staple her stomach. And, what's this?
Loosely woven into the stomach lining is a piece of celery string. That stuff could be used to make steel-belted radial tires stronger. Rumor has it that it was the original inspiration for dental floss. I think I saw that on one of those James Burke shows.
I have no idea who James Burke is. Okay, and what's this? Hey, nice.
Dang, these look tasty. Boy, that micro Prozac she inhaled slowed her systems down to a crawl. These things haven't been touched by stomach acid yet.
Okay.
You acquire a candy.
Yeah, let's help her along with the digestion. Ooh.
Interesting. The acid rises, but just not quite high enough to submerge those nanites.
Let's try that again.
You acquire a candy.
Maybe one more will do it. Is stomach acid that color?
Interesting. The acid rises.
Don't know.
You acquire a
I'm
candy.
going to assume that this isn't going to be 100% biologically accurate.
Interesting. The acid rises, but just not quite high enough to submerge those nanites.
Okay, so I guess that didn't work. So what can we do? We have some string here that can act as a rope and a staple, and we now have a grappling hook.
That's your makeshift grappling hook.
Okay. So, what we want to do is climb back up. Not all the way. And then use... Sorry, Stellar. Ouch.
Nice shot.
Alright, so we've got it on there. And let's just go up through here. Since we can't go to the left yet, we're just gonna go up. Okay, oh.
A large hunk of Twinkoid cake food product is hanging just below her epiglottis. It appears to have gotten jammed on the way to her stomach for digestion. Doesn't
Okay.
this woman chew?
Oh yeah, we're not even gonna look at Stellar the same, are we? Alright, up and up we go.
It's one of those tiny timed release pills. As I recall, these are designed to not melt down and release their medicines until they've gotten to an area past the stomach.
Oh, maybe we should do something about that. Was that in her esophagus? That's not good. Or trachea. It wants to be in her esophagus, not her trachea. I always get those two mixed up. Okay. Now, what do we want to do here? is stimulate things a little bit. Get everything flowing, because that Twinkoid is going to be blocking the pill. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see? And we can help dislodge things by doing that. Ooh, that's uncomfortable. There we go. That'll do it. And hopefully everything should be lowered back down by now. It is.
An interesting idea. What are you up to, Roger?
I don't know. This pill's still here, but oh well. Let's just get all up in her duodenum. And see what's going on here. Nothing much here.
This looks like the center section of the duodenum. It has that same lovely bile green brilliance.
And what's this right here?
Ah, the old ampulla of Vater, surrounded by the sphincter of Adi. Didn't you always wonder what it looked like? The bile slick seems to be a little fresher there.
Alright, let's go on through there and see what we can find.
Welcome to the heart of the bile belt. This is indeed Spew Central. At this location, secretions from the liver, gallbladder, and pancreas merge to form a duodenal delight, guaranteed to break down almost anything the stomach doesn't. The common bile duct runs up from here.
Duodenal Delight. That's a good name for a band. Don't take it, it's mine. See what's up here. Is he gonna say the same thing?
This is the cystic duct. You are quite near where the gallbladder becomes part of the bile parade.
Wait a second.
A large gallstone hangs above the entrance to the gallbladder.
Ooh, those are tough. Let's see if we can do something about that. Go up here. I don't want to X over there quite yet, I don't think. Maybe I do. Is this where I want to go? Where am I?
If I'm not mistaken, and I seldom am, that's the mucosa, or inner lining of the gallbladder. It helps make the bile even more vile by absorbing spare water content.
So what can we do here? Well, we're actually going to want some of this. Spoiler alert. So we need to find a way to collect it. So, we can't get down there ourselves. Well, maybe we can try. Let's see.
You have no need to touch the bile.
Can we use our helmet to gather some?
It probably seemed like a good idea to you at one time.
Well, we do want to do that, but there's a couple things we need to do first because it's a bit down there. So let's,
You cleverly taped the capillaries together.
Okay. And let's use those.
Nice work. You've hooked up your makeshift hose to the pump.
Okay. And then let's use that. And this is why we need the helmet, and I guess he just does it automatically.
You chuck one of the taped capillaries over the muscular ledge. It drops into the pool.
These are some tough puzzles, folks. Are you supposed to know how to do these things? I'm not sure.
You give the pump a stroke or two, and in the process gather a nice helmet load of bile. I guess congratulations are in order.
a lot of lateral thinking going on here. And we don't need the pump anymore. Uh-oh. Da-da-da-da. Come on, this isn't a LucasArts game. And our way is blocked. But we have some bits of stone here.
Nice gallstone collection.
Alright, and let's check out what's over in this direction.
This is the main pancreatic duct. It appears that there's some blockage toward the tail of the pancreas. It definitely gets a bit snug. Seems to be a buildup of cholesterol arterial plaque.
Uh-oh.
You display your standard blank stare, but it is unimpressed.
Okay, so what do we do about this? Let's take a look at the alveoli.
You're the first one on your block to actually possess someone else's alveoli.
They look kind of like balloons. So let's put them here. And we actually get to use our mouth icon for something other than talking. Oh, this is so gross. Ow. But we open a path through. That's the way to get rid of cholesterol buildup. Alveoli.
And here we have the islands of Langerhans. They're a big deal here in the pancreas. Apparently, they play an important part in introducing hormones to the blood system, as well as adding an enzyme which, when joined with the bile secretion from the gallbladder, forms some kind of spew that breaks down stuff the stomach acids don't. Fats, and that kind of thing.
This is
Not
interesting
only
stuff.
that, but some cells release insulin and others release glucagon to counter the insulin. It even offers up a bicarbonate to counteract the stomach's acid. All in all, it's a pretty strange and busy organ.
Indeed.
It just looks like a uvula warehouse to me.
A uvula warehouse. Alright. So, let's see. We also want some of this pancreatic fluid. So let's get some.
You maneuver your helmet beneath the drip and manage to snag a nice little dollop of the stuff.
Alright. So remember that pill we saw before? It was only supposed to go off once it passed the stomach, so it wasn't even supposed to react to stomach acids, but to the stuff beyond, like what was there in the pancreas. So let's go back to it. This way. We're almost there. I did look at this area.
This is the upper area of the duodenum. Matter pre-processed from the stomach enters here through the pylorus above. It has a lovely bile-colored decor, and for a very good reason. This is the area in which raw processed ingestibles are mixed with a variety of secretions for further breakdown.
Good stuff. Alright, so let us try to use this nice little mixture on our time release capsule. And we get a bunch of them because it breaks down.
It's one of those tiny timed release pills. You now own one of those tiny timed release pills.
Alright. What are they supposed to do anyway?
It's one of those neat little time release time pills.
But no indication of what it's actually meant to do. Oh well. Okay, so back down, and there is a path that we haven't gone down yet, which is down this way.
This is the place where the duodenum meets the small intestine. The mixture of food, acids, bile, and enzymes move on from here and pass over the villi, where nutrients are absorbed into the bloodstream. It's a fascinating place, wouldn't you say?
This is really educational. I love it. Education is awesome, kids. Can we go down? There we go. Oh, hello there.
Great Scott, that certainly is one buff parasite.
Stellar has a
I
tapeworm.
think I'm gonna spew. But who'll notice? Man, that thing is ugly.
Indeed. Where'd you get a tapeworm? What is... Stellar, what have you been eating? Let's have a talk with this guy.
Since you've entered the tapeworm not partially digested, you'll probably give him heartburn. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Okay, yeah, he's there to eat partially digested food, which he thought we were. So what can we do? I guess give him some of this partially digested pill.
Impressive. The tapeworm suddenly becomes much more animated.
Okay, so can we get down?
Please remember to keep your arms and legs on the worm at all times.
Alright. Guess it was an upper that we got. Couldn't be any slower.
Yow! Now that's a ride you won't take in the Magic Kingdom.
Well, Disney doesn't own Sierra yet. It owns everything else, though.
Egads, man, just how low have we sunk? All the way to the junction of the large and small intestines, that's how low. This also happens to be the home of the appendix.
Alright.
It's not very conversant. Few cestodes are. This one's a dwarf.
Okay.
Hopefully life's path will not lead you to meet any other kind.
Yeah.
That's your vermiform friend who, with a little help from organic and pharmaceutical resources, was kind enough to give you that ride along the approximately 6.5 meters or so of small intestine that lies between here and the duodenum.
Yeah, there is a lot of it there. That's why people can remove like 2 or 3 meters of it and still be A-okay. What is in here?
The lower part of the colon, called the cecum, goes on from here. It joins up with the rest of that final piece during the digestive process. Talk about hard currency. The Buckazoid has proven itself once again. This is even one of the old-style ones. Might be worth some money. Too bad you can't carry it.
Indeed.
How does she get this stuff into her digestive system? That's a screw Stellar probably doesn't remember. It's a fingernail, complete with paint. These have a knack for making it down here.
Oh, because you choose her nails.
Suddenly, you wonder when Stellar grew such long nails. Perhaps you haven't been thinking of Stellar as a woman as much as a crewmate. You feel an interesting longing. One look at your surroundings kills that feeling fast. But maybe after this is all over...
Maybe. What? We have a girlfriend. Beatrice Wankmeister, do you remember her?
You snap off a shard of fingernail and gingerly introduce it into your pocket.
I love how words think. Gingerly introduce it.
It looks like an old silver amalgam filling. Must have been bouncing around here for years.
Okay, can we take some of that?
You pull away a cracked piece of the filling.
Alright.
It's a fingernail.
Not the fingernail.
Suddenly, one look... This seems to be a sludge of rather heavy and not so digestible items. Sludge reminds you of your old nemesis. Well, you finished him off, but he still causes you to change your clothing more than the average person.
Okay.
It's a relatively unscathed paperclip.
Can we take that?
You carefully, very carefully, stow the paperclip in your pocket.
Alright.
No, I think I've already done things above and beyond the call of duty. Hey, a guy has to draw the line somewhere, and gosh darn it, this guy's drawn the line right at the colon.
You've never even met her mother.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I guess Roger isn't into that, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. So we actually have to go all the way back up now.
So you like the worm, huh? You like to ride the worm, huh? I let you ride the worm.
Is that a reference to something? I've asked that so many times during this game. This game's dated. It is. So many references that people like are just gonna get less and less years and years from now. And we have to do this scene again. With the same music. Is this like a loading screen, or is it just trying to repress us? I don't know. Never even met her mother. That was a good one. Okay. So, back up. So all this was just to collect all that a bunch of junk down there. Why we decided to go down there, like how we knew there's going to be junk down there or that we needed, I don't know. It's just we went there because we could. So back up all the way we